ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಮುಡಿಗೆರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಶ್ವತವಾಗಿ ನೆನಪನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ದಿನ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕಾ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ದೀಪ ಹಚ್ಚೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ದಿಸ್ ಡೇ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ final year students, those who are completing the degree program after some time. And this occasion is very well utilized, and this platform is very nicely utilized by our chief guest, Dr. Venkateshan. He has he has opened up your eyes, especially where exactly you can think of your design, your life. So, Snehitare, so you know the horticulture means the sky is the limit. Unlike any of the agriculture or any branches of the science where you study, it is almost concentrating one side. If you go for medical, you will become only doctors, maybe specialized of different parts of the doctors, but ultimately you are a MBBS doctor. Like engineers, they may be specifically they called as engineers only. Like your social science, you may become an administrator or politician. Ultimately, what not you can do with that as an art student. Whereas the unique field is the horticulture. You know all that's my dear final year students. I too use this platform specially to focus on your career. Where exactly this horticulture, the term HORT, not HERT, it can resemble for it the main importance of the human life. So this horticulture subject has a very enormous the opportunities. You can become even MBBS doctor also. Like MBBS doctor, you can become a part of MBBS doctor also if you are completing your horticulture. Why? Because so in case of horticulture, you can become a nutritional specialist. You can become a particular dietitian. So unless you can recommend for the human being what kind of the food he has to take, you know there's a lot of disturbance is there in the ecosystem you have seen. So my dear friends, first starting from first year and for completing your final years means you have already undergone exactly what the society is, what exactly the environment is affected, how it is affected, okay, with many interventions of the scientific, humanitarian, the technologies and non-humanitarian technologies also. Particularly in horticulture, you know all that vegetable, fruit science, then floriculture, then PSMAC, under that the spices, plantation, medicinal, aromatic crops, it's a very excellent another branch. And ultimately where you can give a value addition, particularly processing value addition, and can make a processed product to make the money as well as for the life of the end consumption. So these branches really give you a lot of importance. That's what Venkateshan ji he has stressed you. The final year students, when you are there in the third year, you would have already decided the destiny where you want to go. But this is again the right time. And in the right time, this kind of program should be organized. And that's what even I requested your dean also have many programs for the final years. So this is the stage really you can think of where to go, what to do, what to become. Then exactly ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಬೇಕು ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ. So I said you, today horticulture is the sky is the limit. You can imagine in any kind of your specialization. So coming to this today's topic, of course before that you know all that the floriculture is the one very excellent branch where we need lot of finer things for the completing our human being, isn't it? Starting from birth to the last till the death, even the funeral ceremony, up to funeral ceremony we need the beautification flowers, isn't it? So those flowers not only giving the beautification, which also be used as a medicinal and aromatic crops, where they are very closely associated with the human being, especially they are giving lot of satisfaction. Even direct satisfaction, indirect satisfaction will give you all the the finer things like floriculture and landscaping beautification. The other things, of course, nutritious vegetable. Without the nutrition, certainly we cannot have the good health, isn't it? And the other fruits, again, it's also nutritious. We all know that. So even if you don't get job at all, don't bother about your life, because horticulture is given the way where you can go and where you can sustain your life, isn't it? So particularly you can become anything. I don't want to spell one or two here. The thousands of avenues are there. The thousands of doors are open for you now. Across the globe you can go and you can think of the specialization. Not necessarily in our own plant science. Particularly the product of the horticulture crafts can be utilized in the animal science, even the human beings, isn't it? So I think, friends, you can see, coming to today's aspect, the medicinal plants. So you are in a hub of medicinal area. The Western Ghat is one of the very richest, biodiversity hotspot in the world, which is one of the 17th biodiversity hotspot in the world. So lot of medicinal plants are available in the Western Ghats. That is the nature goddess has given a lot of medicinal plants, you can say. Any number of medicinal plants, which is already estimated, in the science, you have undergone the course also, medicinal course. So there are more than 17,000 to 18,000 plant species, flowering species have been identified, of which the 7,000 are very, very important for the medicinal plants. So those, in that, more than 70% is existed in the Western Ghats, the Sahyadri belt, where you are locating here. So you have a wonderful opportunity, friends. A lot of medicinal plants, and ಈ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 3,000 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದಿಂದ ಋಷಿ ಮುನಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದೆ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ. ಸೊ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ, ಸಿದ್ಧಿ, ಯುನಾನಿ, what you call in the medicinal today is making revolution. Why? Because they are all the organically available products. There is no side effect at all. Whereas even you can take any synthetic medicines that may give a lot of your the abnormalities or side effects for the life, isn't it? So the people have already realized in the country. So these medicinal, particularly Siddhi, Ayurveda, Unani and homeopathy, these place really very safest to cure any kind of the diseases. So for this, I think, friends, I already told you, and this is a very good trade is going on. So when we were the students, of course, medicinal plants we were just listed. So 1 to 100 list ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, scientific name ಓದ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದು ಕಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸೀಮಿತ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. Today it is used as a part of your life. So any kind of the plants have lot of medicinal value. I don't want to say names here. I know the names also, but you know very well. Those plant pots, even in the exhibition also, the honorable guest was mentioning some important uses, and Dr. Prabhu has really mentioned very nicely there. So exactly this is the stage you can become a Ayurveda doctor also, not necessarily only BAMS and Ayurveda doctor alla, because you know how to grow them, how to use that, what constituents are available, that's everything you know. So nimmallu kuda idu avakasha ide. The final year students ಮಾಡಿರೋರು even medicinal plants on 5%, 2% people can think of. You can grow very systematically, and more than even 25% of the medicinal plant available as per the estimation in the country is all cultivated now. And in that cultivation, the era is now we are thinking about natural farming, all, isn't it? Natural farming, organic farming, instead of going the synthetic chemical farming. It's a right stage. Again, we go back to our agriculture, traditional agriculture. So in this way, these medicinal plants really most useful. They are totally free from all chemical, the nutrients which are used for cultivation, isn't it? In the nature has given. The goddess has given very excellent. So I think there are, whatever the weed you are seeing in your agriculture crop, those can be excellently used as a medicinal plant. So many of us know that's a touch me not plant, no? ಅದು ವೀಡ್ ಅದು ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕಿತ್ಕಿದ್ ಬಗೀತಿ ಇದೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬೈಕೊತ್ತು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ isn't it? That's a really miracle. The God has given it as a miracle which is used for extraction for killing against the cancer diseases. You know, many of us, we don't know. The roots of that part is used for extracting this one cancerous the chemical. And most of these Western people, why they are rushing towards this Western Ghat is because of many things are available freely in India. That is what MO is just the India jote bala ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ it is very freely available and there are lot of the tribal people are using those in the forest. So you know, I think India is, friends, well blessed with all kind of biodiversity, with soil, agroclimatic situations, everything. So in this way we are really blessed with all the natural resources available, starting from Himalaya to the even what you call the marine belt, and even from desert to the rainforest area. And we all know that in the forest is our goddess. Forest is not simply a forest, it is a goddess where it has lot of the biodiversity or vegetation, and we pray all of us, isn't it? So that means, I think friends, it is because of you are all the scientific students, you can plan like that. Some of you at least, those who have land or landless, doesn't matter, plan systematically, then identify the species has to be grown, and there is a scope. You know, especially on the cash crops, we are talking about the areca nut, coconut and all, only we are thinking about the cash crops. So in those cash crops, people are once planting ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, isn't it? ಬೆಳೆ ಬರಲಿ, 50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕ್ವಿಂಟಲ್ ಬೆಳೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, isn't it? So in that crop, the farmers are using the intercrops or mixed crops. So my message is, particularly the land is, the bhutai irodu obble, alva? So that land you cannot expand. Whatever is available, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, you know, isn't it? That let's not talk about that. Whatever is available for agriculture and even the forest. So those lands we can effectively utilize and we can grow these medicinal plants and systematically we can plan our life. So in my sense, the areca plantations is except just 2-3 years back, it was just 4 lakh hectare area. Today it has gone to 16,00,000 hectare area. So its area is increasing. On fine day, certainly people will find no land for even growing of the other crops. So that way I am requesting all of you, being a scientific faculty, please promote the growing of medicinal plants even in the intercrops, like in areca nut, coconut, coffee plantation, anywhere. So where the land is available, it doesn't require a specific requirement, because this we treat as a weed. So most of the time we treat as a weed, so weed can grow anywhere in the nature. So we have to focus on the growing of medicinal plants in the intercropping in the areca nut or main crop area, where certainly we can utilize and ultimately we can have the processing units, or directly we can have the tie-up with the companies. You know, very good companies are existed in the country, where even your own Baba Ramdev, the company is millions of the crores they are earning out of these medicinal plants, where the land is available for Baba. Nature has given. So he has taken all the plants even in the Himalaya. So with this, I think I have taken much of your time, and this is the time where you can focus on medicinal plants or even competitive examination, as the gentleman is sitting in the dais who has struggled a lot, and we also fought for that. Basically, after completing BSc Agri, immediately I was thinking to go for the IFS, and I prepared for 3 months, but I was unlucky that time. Exam ಹೋಗುವಾಗ question paper ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ totally I was blank. So 25 minutes totally I was blank. I was not knowing what to write. So because maybe some anxiety, maybe because of anxiety, and after 20 minutes I just returned the paper and came out. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಪಟ ನೆನಪು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಆ ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು IFS ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟನ್ನೇ ಆರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಇದೇ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯನ್ನು ವರ್ಗ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. My students are very well identified across the country. I am so happy and proud of you also. So please concentrate today what is exactly in the medicinal plant. You can choose your field also. My blessings, our blessings are there on behalf of the Keladi Shivappa Nayaka University ಮತ್ತು ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕಾ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಸರಾಯಿತು ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ. ಸೊ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಗಲಿ. ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದ ಇದರಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಫ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಳಸಿ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟುಡೇ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ Dr. Srinivas and Dr. Ravi and the officers like Venkateshan ji, then Govardhan Prabhu and all colleagues for having given an opportunity to share a few things in this occasion. Thank you and all the best.